Bam, this time at the Quick Speed Shop, I got to put new wipers on my 80 Dodge, and it's a whole disaster. I don't know. But I can't see in the rain. We got parts and pieces everywhere. It's a mess. Let's get it out and try to fix it. Hey guys, I can't believe it here, but we're back working on the brown Dodge. I've been driving this thing. It's been pretty good. One thing that I got to fix with it that makes it more drivable is the wiper motor is bad. I got no wipers. And I determined that I had power to the plug, which the wiper motor is here, bang, on the firewall. And I took the plug and I metered all the connections. I want to say the squirter works, but none of the action works. And I turned the motor on, and you could see it in the plug. So I determined that the motor is bad, and it shouldn't be too bad to change it. We've got to pull the wipers off, pull the cowl off. There's 3 bolts. And then a nut inside the cowl. So I just got some screws up here. I got the wipers. I'll pull them off real fast. Let me put you on the stand so you can watch. And it was hotter than blue blazes here. I've waited for it to cool down a little bit. And now we're in the cool range. Now the wind's starting to blow, but not too bad. It's actually Drive Your Vintage Truck Day tomorrow, according to Vintage Truck Magazine. Check them out, vintagetruckmagazine.com. I'm trying to get a feature on this truck in there. I got to email them some pictures. But anyways, they're having a contest for old truck pictures. And tomorrow, which is June 29th, they've deemed it to be Drive Your Vintage Truck Day. So I've got to go to my, my cousin's daughter. So technically my second cousin. Graduated high school, and they're having a party at their house about 2.5 hours away. So I'm going to run down to that in this truck. This is the first long trip I've ever taken with it. I've driven it to work. I put actually about 1,500 miles on this since I redid it, and mostly within a, 45-minute to an hour range of my house. So now I'm going on a big trip with it. And on the way down, we're going to stop because it's kind of on the way. We're going to stop at South Butler Dragway, just south of southwest of Syracuse. It's a really old drag strip out in the middle of like a cornfield. I'm glad this truck's only got a 4-inch lift. I can't imagine it with like a 6-inch lift or anything taller than that. It's impossible to reach anything now. Tall truck life, I guess. So I got all the screws out of the cowl. Oh, gotta pop the wipers off. I had to cut some holes in them originally to get them off because they push on. You guys are watching, there's like a little tab that holds or something. I don't know. I think they should want to come off. Oh boy. Oh, it's not budging either. Well, I got no idea how I got these off here last time. I put a hole in them, obviously. I'm gonna have to fight with it and try to get them off. Alright, I got the wipers off. I didn't put any C's on this one, but I did on that one. I just had to get the screwdriver in there. I found one that would fit, and I was able to force and get them out. So I got the cowl off. Here's where the wiper motor attaches. It's got a little, like a D or something like that on the motor here. Just got to get the 3 bolts out. Should be easy. I put all new bushings in this wiper system. If you know these Dodges, all the bushings break and fall apart. So I put all new ones in it before. I just didn't realize the engine or the motor didn't work. I painted it all up and stuff, but I never had tried it till I got it all put together, and it didn't work. But the squirters do work. So that part, that works, but the motor's dead. But I like I said, I tested the wires and it's got power to it. So I got to get a 7/16 socket, pull this nut off, and then I think I got a ratcheting wrench I can get around in and get the bolts out. It should be 1/2 inch. Here, I believe. Yeah, look at that. They kind of float in rubber, so you don't get a lot of vibration. This one down here is going to be a chore to get to. Great. Well, let me get the, I think that's 7/16 up here. Yes. Let me get one of those, we'll get that nut off there, and we'll pull the motor out and swap it. And then we'll, I marked the wipers with a magic marker, so we'll try it and we'll see if they work in park and stuff before we put it all back together. Alright, I got a socket wrench and get this nut off of here. Ooh, it barely fits under here. I should have got another ratcheting wrench, apparently. Maybe I can get it. Nope. Now we've made a faux pas. Oh, there goes the ratchet. Just lost that. Great. It'll just live in the cowl now. It's fine. Good place for it. Okay, got that guy off. Got that guy off. Get my ratchet back. Ah, I got it. Found it. Oh, I see that. Well, I just saw something. I put a nut and a bolt in this top bolt here because apparently the nut insert must oh, it didn't line up, or why did I do that? That's weird. Oh, you know what? I must have changed wiper motors at some point. The actual bolt goes over here. Very curious. I wonder which bolt pattern we're going to have on the new one, because well, I got the one for this truck, but I wonder if this motor is, I wonder if I put the wrong motor in this and I put the one in out of the, oh, I know why. Because this is original 1980 motor, but this cab is an 88 cab, and they changed the pattern, and I had to drill it and put a nut and a bolt on it for the upper bolt. That's what it is. I forgot all about that. Mixing and matching parts. We thought you're going to be, everything would bolt right up. I'm like, they wouldn't changed everything. Well, I had problem with the heater box didn't fit right. I had to do some magic there. And also the wiper here. Forgot all about that. So I'll have to get another wrench and get this bolt out without dropping it. That'd be a bonus. What in the world? I see the ratcheting wrench doesn't fit on. Great. I'll be back. More tools. All right. There we go. Boom. Yeah, there's rust falling out of the body of this motor. I'm going to guess that the motor is bad. So let's go ahead and line this up. Do the bolt holes line up? Hold on. Oh. Appears yes. You don't get a new gasket with it to go to the firewall, which that one had, but you don't need because it just goes to the cowl, and then you just get the rubber bushings. But maybe I can transfer the gasket. We'll try that. Yeah, I'm going to guess, oh yeah, look at that. There's rust in that motor body. Actually, you don't need that foam gasket because the new motor holds itself away from the cowl for whatever reason. I guess the gasket might have worked, but it's not going to work at this time. It's too messed up. Alright, after fighting and flailing around and falling off the truck, I'm ready to test it. Let's go ahead and plug her in. Oh, I looked to see if the plugs would plug in. I didn't, but I'm going to guess that it does. It does! So now let's turn the ignition on and see if we got wipers. Be a bonus if we did. Here we go. Wipers, here we go, commencing. Oh, wait for the beep. Do I got the ignition all the way? Yes. Oh, what in the world here? Why won't it? I could have sworn I metered my action. Does it need a help? A push? No. What is going on with this? There's some kind of special ground that should have. It's probably grounded through the thing. All the wires are in there. The wires go here. They're plugged into here. Oh, you know what? Did I check the fuse for the wipers? If that motor's rusty, maybe it blew the fuse for the wipers. Let me investigate that. Fuses appear to be intact at this time. Turn signals, instrument lamps, heater, AC. Hold on, I'm coming back out. All the fuses are good. That old motor definitely had rust in it, so I don't feel bad about changing it. I just don't know why we're not working. I could have sworn I metered all these wires and I had power where I needed power last time I messed with this. Apparently not. Okay, I got a ground over here on the firewall that I had run the blue wire over here to the core support and then to the battery. So I added this green wire, which is another ground, right to the wiper motor. I'm just gonna, try to like get it out of the way. I didn't run it the best, but that's okay. Let's make sure the battery is on. It is. Let's hit it again and see what happens. I read on the forums that some people said they ran a separate ground for to hook up directly for ground, and it works. So, holy crap! It just worked. Oh, worked for a second. Why did it work for a second? Why did it work? Why did it work for a second? Come on now. They parked or did something. They tried to... Hold on. That's weird. How could I have intermittent ground on my... Oh, I know why. Because my terminal didn't make good contact. Son of a gun. Hold on. Let's hit it. I got bad ground on my terminal ground. It didn't... Here, watch this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. Alright, I fixed the ground, and I unhooked the linkage to try and see if maybe the linkage was bound up. Now I'm going to see if the motor, because the motor was warm when I put the regrounded it, so let me see if it actually does anything now. So it just parked itself. Alright, so now, if I can see... Curious. Let's see if it'll do anything now. Whoa! Just popped my linkage right off for whatever reason. Do I have a problem where I've... I got the wrong linkage on here. Ready? We're going to turn the wipers on. And then it parks. It parks there. But now the wipers, if I pull them to the right, that's the blades going up on the windshield, and then back all the way to the left is parked. So this linkage should be unless well, it seems like I think it's too short. I think it was binding up because it kicked it off. I think this is park right here. Boom, they park. So it's like the wiper motor. Oh, I wonder if this is the arm off the 88 cab that I use, probably, because the wipers would have been in here, and it's got the motor was different. That's what's going on. I got to lengthen this arm. I got to lengthen this arm to like 1.5 inches or so to have it go onto the motor and operate it where it's supposed to be, because it's going to turn counterclockwise, so it's going to suck the wipers over here, transition around, then suck the wipers back and park it. That's what's going on. The arm is too short. Son of a gun. How am I going to get that out? Because these are hard to get at unless I can get it over here. Oh yeah, it pops off. I got to lengthen this arm. Shoot. Whatever distance that is, about 2 inches. Should measure that. That's what's going on. It ain't reaching because this is park. Wipers are parked. Dang it. Alright, fixed. I cut the linkage here and I added a 1/2 inch bolt and I moved it 1.25 inches is what it needed. So I've put it back on the motor in the park position. The wipers are all the way that way. So let's go ahead and try it. Here, it should want to work. Fingers crossed, or blow up. I'm going to leave the nut off so that way it can chuck itself off if it doesn't want to play. But I think we're going to be okay. Wait for the buzzer. All right, here we go. Oh my, look at that. Man, that just clears that cowl. Holy cow. And it parks. That's park right there. It parks itself. Man, fixed. Finally. I must have left these wiper transmissions in this 88 cowl in here and then tried to use the 80 linkage in the 88 cowl. I don't know what happened, but obviously it didn't line up and didn't work. But we fixed it. Little backyard engineering. Bam! Now we got wipers. So let me just bolt this back together and we'll throw the wiper blades on it and we'll try them out. Alright, got to put it back together here. I had to change the wiper blade on the passenger side because the plastic was all cheap junk and it wanted to keep falling off, so I had a metal blade I threw on there. This one, I put a little RTV on it because these wipers, I don't know where I got them, they're cheap junk. So it should hold on for now. Let's try it and see how it works. We should. What's this? Bugs. I got handprints all over the glass now. But let's try it. Oh boy! Yeah, that won't be annoying at all. Yeah, that wiper's also not long for this world. Oh yeah. It's that is cheap junk. I'm gonna have to get some other type of wiper put on there. Or let me look and see. Maybe I got some in stock. I bought a whole bunch of wipers at a swap meet one time. Yeah, this is the piece of junk one to get rid of that. Get lost. Oh, what's this? I got a whole bunch of wipers. 20 inch. Let's go with an 18. Oh, is that the same style I just had? Looks kind of like it. What is this? The Curve. I don't like that. What we got here? We got a... I don't want 20s. Oh, they're taped together. That's also some kind of Rain X20. Am I finally running out of blades? I had blades forever and ever. Let's open this guy up. I hear Pole Barn Garage. Dalton's in there. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. We're going to try it. Because this other one is freaking stupid. So we're going to try this one and we'll see what we get. Let's go on here. Great. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much better. I like it. Perfect. Bam, fixed. Now I just got to get all the sweaty handprints and arm prints off the glass and off the hood. I wanted to buff the paint on the hood of my buffer, but it's going to get late now. It's after 8 o'clock. I'm just going to have to wash it off. I'm going to take it like this. I got to put the air cleaner back on. Don't forget that. We need that. Air cleaner. So, there. Anyways, fixed it. Linkage was too short. Ground probably wasn't good. So now we're all fixed. I got to check the oil real fast while I'm here. What we got for oil? That's full. On the mark, because I got to do a lot of driving in this truck tomorrow, about 5 hours of driving all together. The biggest trip it's ever been on, but it's going to be grand. Well, I came down to the pole barn here to get away from the lawnmower noise. Anyways, so there we go. Fixed the wipers, got wipers. I'm going to go on a big trip with this truck tomorrow. And finally got the wipers working so I can use them and then drive. I've been not driving a truck if there's a threat of rain, so we're good to go now. And bam, took all afternoon to fix something that should have been simple, but we got it. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Working on the old brown Dodge, or driving the brown Dodge, I guess. Here, bam, at the Quick Speed Shop.